going on, people? I know we have been gone for a little too long, but we are back. And unfortunately, we are back with our final episode of this season of Coast to Coast. It's been a journey of ups and downs.
I told y'all I was coming back. I told y'all.
Yeah, yeah. You was telling me that y'all were blowing up his DMs and his mentions. But yes, we are back with our final episode of the season because look, man, off season's about to start up. We're not gonna continue to beat dead horses every week, so we're gonna take a little bit of break, come back strong for season 2. Right around training camp, maybe a little bit before training camp. And
media day.
Maybe around that time. But shout out to everybody who's here. You know, I saw the comments before we even started. As always, every week. Shout out to Bilal, who was the first one this week. Shout out to Bilal. My man MH, I see you. Kaiser Entertainer, what's good? Stand up. I see Kusama Sage. Kusama Sage, I think I said it right. TM Dollar, what's up? DJ Static, Spectaz, what's good, everybody? What's happening, everybody? But yeah, man. Welcome back to the final episode of season 1 of Coast to Coast.
31 episodes.
31 episodes. We could have made it to 35. I think we missed about 4 shows.
We're kind of like our 50-50 board. We ran a little short. But,
we did run a little short, but I mean, we didn't start at the beginning of the season. Coast to Coast started towards the middle, so season 2 we gonna be getting out there with these episodes, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, yes, that's right. I left the board. I was gonna erase it, but no. So I'm writing these all down. Every year I'm writing them down. So this year we only got to 24 on the 50-50 board. I anticipate that to go higher next season. We'll see. But we didn't do me and Brandon's goal of 50 points or 50 points. 50 games of 50 point games. Boom. That's hashtag 50-50 board. Jesus Christ, I couldn't even get it out. My Lord. My man said LBJ and AD. They are on the same team. That's a thing. Put 31 on the board. Yes, put 31 on the episodes board. Factuals. Are we good? Dale, what's up, man? I don't know who kicked my boy Dale out, but he's back. Coast to Coast, baby. What up, Edgar? How you doing? Enough Moody. He ain't on the team. But look, that whole intro is outdated. The entire intro is outdated. Luckily, what's it called? Y'all got your boy JaVale back, and JaVale has his little cameo. But Lonzo got all those highlights. That's gonna have to get taken out. Moody gotta get taken out.
Keep it in spirit, man. Keep it in spirit.
We gonna renew. That's the thing. I don't know how I'm gonna redo it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. By season 2, we'll figure it out. Then we'll update it when we get our first games in. But shout out to my guy Delano. I see you. Salute to everyone in the chat. What's up? See, what's good, bro? What's good? Russ and Harden. Yes, yep, they are a duo. We're gonna be talking about that today. We're gonna be talking about all these new duos. The dynamic duo era has returned. The big 3 era is, I'm gonna say, dormant. I still think that
it's on halt for a minute.
It's dormant. I don't think it's over. I'm not gonna go on that train yet, but I do think it. But for sure, right now it is dormant. So we're gonna talk about these duos coming up. We're gonna talk about a lot of anticipation for next season. Thoughts on who the bubble teams are gonna be, or the Knicks with bubble team. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. Today's a lot of hypotheticals and thoughts and hopes and wishes to send us off into the rest of the summer. But Brandon, my guy, how you feeling, man?
I am tired. I don't know if y'all know, but it's hot out in Southern California, and I was just
everywhere. New York's hot as hell too.
Yes.
I've been hearing that one too. Darius lost a sub. Whoever it was that just unsubscribed, appreciate you. I can see you back. I saw him -1. Thank you.
I'm sick of this. Yeah. Coast to Coast Justice Canal coming back. I'm done.
Coast to Coast is back and they're leaving again. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Fair. That's fair. I'm not even mad at you. That's fair.
But it's hot. And sitting up in Pico Park was
rough.
I am drained. Let me tell you, I'm probably like burned
not
somewhere.
Yet. You see, you a little red. That's the the light skin in this. You get a little red.
Yes.
What do you say?
But
Knox, RJ, and DH did 3-headed dragon. That's a very miniature little baby dragon. It
Let
was
it grow.
108 today in Philly. See, and sticky.
Ooh.
I'm assuming too. Nah, see,
Nope.
heat everywhere. I'm not a fan of. Yeah, and New York was brutal. At least 2-3 days. See, I hate heat everywhere. I don't care. I don't care where it is. I thought it never rains in Silver Cal. Get him out. Someone get. It doesn't rain in yeah. I know. So I see where you're going. All right. Please come down to Panama. You know what heat is. Trust me, my family's from Barbados. I know heat. I get it. I get it. I know the desert heat, which is what we deal with right now, and then I know that. Oh boy! But we're not here to talk about the weather, guys. We're here to talk about NBA basketball. So on a personal note, I got this. My mom she's an accountant, so she has notepads everywhere to keep track of notes and stuff. So I jacked one from her at the beginning of the season, and I can successfully say at the end of Coast to Coast, I have used every single page, front and back. So that is a successful season. That is a personal pat on my back. But I need to make it announced because when I got to the last page, I was like, huh, well, would you look at that? And the very last page I had saved for all of our 50-point games. So being that today's our last episode, we're going to go down memory lane and talk about each 50-point game. And I wrote them down in order from when they happened. So we're going to have some fun and talk about each of these 50-point games and the dates that they happened. And we're going to remember a little bit, shall we? And have moments like, oh, yeah, that was when so-and-so did so-and-so. But, yeah, NY is burning like a toaster. I've been hearing it, bro. Boom, get him out. Get static out.
Boom, clock.
Yeah, we using notebooks out here. No school required. That's all. I don't know if you're trying to attack me, but yes, I don't need no iPhones, man.
Cap was attacking us.
That's
right
fine. That's fine. Cap. That's fine. My favorite tandem that's not in New York is Donovan and Michael Conley Jr. I'm gonna get into that. Me and Brandon are both gonna answer our non-LA/New York favorites. We're gonna talk about all that, but I want to go down memory lane real quick. We have to do it. I would do I would do highlights for each and every one of them, but then it's just too much to do. I don't feel like doing all that right now. So the first 50-point game of the season, Brandon, I'm gonna let you guess. Chat, I want you to guess too, without looking it up. Who do you think it was that had the very first 50-point game this season?
It wasn't D-Book, was it?
Is that your answer?
It's a guess.
No, it was not Devin Booker. I don't think Devin Booker did have a game, but no, his was later on. I'll give you one more chance. People saying Blake Griffin.
I think it was Blake. Wasn't it Blake? It wasn't my first guess, but
is that your final answer?
Wasn't it Blake?
Yeah, Blake Griffin was the first one on October 23rd, literally a week after the start of the season. Blake Griffin dropped a 50-point game against, of course, Edgar knew, against the Philadelphia 76ers. But, yeah, and it was in a win. It was in a W. That was the very first 50-point game of the season. Second one was Steph Curry, Mr. Wardell, dropped 51 against Washington. That was in a win. Second one was on the 29th of October, and that was Klay Thompson, Wardell's teammate, dropped 52.
Hey.
52 in Chi-Town, and another W. And the next one was your boy, the one-time point guard, but now it looks like he's a two-guard now, playing for Detroit Pistons now, but at the time was playing for the T-Wolves. He dropped 50. Derrick Rose. 50 points against the Utah Jazz, and he won. So then now we had our first 50-point L. He scored 50 points, but he lost.
James Harden?
And Cap, I expect you to know this answer as well. Who do you think it was? You think it's James Harden? Is that your final answer?
Or is James Harden or D-Book?
Okay. I will see what the chat says real quick before I answer that question. That's right. I forgot about Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin was the very first 50-point game. Yeah, that was and then just that week, it just kept happening. Yep, Edgar. Yep, it was Kemba Walker. Edgar remembers. Yeah, because it was against Philly, and Philly ended up winning that game. But Kemba Walker had 60 points. Woo! 60 points. And that's what everyone was talking about. Booker, everyone was saying Booker. Dale, get him out. Dale said Zion. LOL, gotta be Booker. No, it was Kemba Walker who dropped 60 against the Philly 76ers on November 17th. And the Sixers said, that's nice, but we still gonna take this dub. Now, the next one was against Miami in a W. I'm going to give you another guess. Who was it?
James.
Which one?
I know James had like eight
Which
of
one?
them. Harden.
No, it was LeBron James actually against the Miami Heat. He had
Oh,
51.
that's right. Yes.
51 in a W on
He
November
hit that
18th.
three.
That's the
Yep, I
one.
remember.
That is the one. That's the one. That was when LeBronzo was in full effect. Sorry to bring that back up. Anyways, moving on to the next one. We had 2 losses in a row. And one of them was scored by Mr. James Harden, put 54 against the Washington Wizards at home on November 26th. Then we had the now Brooklyn Net, Kevin Durant, scored 51 points at Toronto, the team that beat him in the NBA Finals to win the championship.
It stings, doesn't it?
They
It still
beat him
stings.
again in the regular season in his 50-point effort on November 29th. I'm going to cruise by what Brandon said because I'm ignoring him. And then the number 9 50-point game of the season went to James Harden in a W. Do you remember this game, Brandon?
Yeah, he played against us.
Yeah, it was against you guys. Yeah. It's okay. We were on the boards, and he gave us more than 50 points, but we'll get to that one. But, yeah, that happened December 13th. James Harden. Lost. Yes, they did, Alano. Kevin Durant lost against the Raptors in that game. Sure did. The team that beat him. They beat him. I don't care. He did get hurt, but that's the Warriors' fault that he got hurt. So, L goes to him, too. Anyways.
This would have kinder words if he went to a different team.
I would have kinder words if he won. Anyways, we move on to LaMarcus Aldridge, who had 56 against the now depleted Oklahoma City Thunder. January 10th. There was a big gap. I remember we were hurting for 50-point games because the last one that James Harden had against you guys was December 13th, and then the next one happened in the new year on January 10th. But then we started.
There was like a lot of 48.
Yes,
46
that was December.
Yeah.
December, all the 48s, and people were just teasing us and stuff like that. But it's okay because then the ball started rolling because LaMarcus Aldridge started it, opened the floodgates. January 10th, 56 against the Thunder in a win. James Harden dropped 57 against the Grizzlies on my little brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Nick. January 14th with another dub against the Grizzlies, 57 points. And then Harden said, I could do better than 57. Let me get 58. And he did that against Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the house, but our defense took a break. James Harden had 58 against Brooklyn on January 16th. Oh, I lied. Brooklyn won, so screw the Nets, whatever. The Nets won. 58 points. And the Nets won. And then James Harden's like, damn it, I can do better than 58. And decided to drop 61 in Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks lost. And that was January 23rd. Fun times. And James Harden wasn't done there, though, ladies and gentlemen. James Harden said, you know what? It's the last day of February. Let me drop another one. And put up 58 points. 58 points against the Miami Heat and another W. And then he decided to take a little break and let some other people score 50 points. Damian Lillard came in at number 15. He dropped 51 points against OKC on March 7th in a W. Then Giannis, Mr. MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, dropped 52 versus another Philadelphia game. But again, in a W. No, but Philly won. Philadelphia don't give a damn about these 50-point games. Philly is 2-1 so far with these 50-point games. I see you. That's from my guy Edgar Allan from the chat. Philly out here don't give a damn about 50-point games.
No.
Except beat me as a
have
team.
your points.
Yeah, beat me as a team.
Yeah.
And I think that's the last of Philly. So, 2-1 for Philly on the 50-point one. Sorry, let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Spectat 61 versus the Knicks. That's what happened. Harden got 12 turnovers in one game. He sure did. That is the thing that happened as well. Blake tried to be light-skinned LeBron. Bend down. Bend but don't break. You better let him know. All right. And then James Harden said, hey, guys, I missed scoring 50 points. So then he did 2 games in a row. One was a 57-point game versus the Memphis Grizzlies on March 20th in a loss to the Grizzlies. Embarrassing. But then he dropped 61 against the Spurs in the dub. Then, we finally get to Brandon's earlier guest, Devin Booker, who dropped 59 points against the Utah Jazz in a very, very nasty loss. They actually got blown out that game. And I remember Jimmer Fredette was trying his best to get on the boards, but he couldn't do it. What's good, Pocket Rockets? I see you, man. What's good? Brandon looks like a baby with that piece of poop on his chin. LOL. Dang, you gonna take that, Brandon? Fight him, mate.
No,
that's your boy.
I would expect nothing less from me. So, there you go.
Oh, man. All right, so 59 by Devin Booker. That was the 19th. That was number 19 on the 50-50 board. And now we get to number 20. And who would be the one to do it? James Harden. James Harden put up 50 points against Sacktown in a dub. on March 30th, and that's my other brother Daniel's birthday. God, look at these guys, lucky just sprinkling on the 50-point games. Thank you guys. And then Devin Booker wasn't done. He got another 50-point game against Washington. Brandon, do you think he won or lost that game?
I'm gonna say he won.
Nah,
because you asked.
He went 0-2 in his 50 points last season. Yeah.
Get him out. Get him out of there.
Free,
get him out.
Free Devin Booker for 1,000%.
Seriously.
And then number 22 goes to the OG. You know who this was. You remember this one. Everyone was hyped about this. This was back in April. You remember this one?
The OG.
OG.
April.
51 points against Dallas in a loss, sadly, but it was the OG.
Dwayne Wade?
Nope. Chat, do you know? Not Vince Carter. Vince Carter never came close to 50. Hey, Edgar, save that. We're going to be talking about overrated players in a little bit.
Cap, you need to relax, bro.
Yeah, there it is. Anthony Tuck. Yes, there you go. And Cap. Yeah, it was Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford dropped 51 at Dallas.
Oh, the last game. Yes. Last game for Dirk.
Yep. For both? Well, no, I guess Jamal didn't. He didn't say he retired, but
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he's not retired. I think he still got game. And then the last two were dropped by Damian Lillard, who put 50 against OKC in a W, and Mr. Kevin Durant, who just dropped a big old dub on the Los Angeles Clippers, dropping 50 points. And those were all 24 50-50 point games this past season. Guys.
We almost had one more. If Clay didn't get hurt in game 6.
Yes, we almost had a playoff 50, and that hasn't been done.
Another one.
True, that's right. Because that was that's right. You're right. We had a few of them. I'm sorry, those last two. But yeah, man, and we made it to 24, guys. 50-50 board, 24. So now we got to be better than 24 next year. So shout out to the people in the chat who doubted us. People were like, yeah, 50 points, 50-50. Yeah, that's not happening. More like 13 or 14, 24. Okay. And there was plenty, like we said, there were plenty of 46, 48, 49-point games. Kevin Durant had 49 points in like 3 games. Damian Lillard had 47 in a game that I can't remember who it was against. James Harden played with our emotions a few times. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, I believe. 1 year, we're going to get that 50-50. Congrats on the 50 cents. CK, why do you not crack, homie? What does that mean? You tell me why am I doing crack? I don't do crack. Is that what you're trying to say? MH?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Come on. What's good? What's up, man? What's up? How bad will Kyrie look if Kemba takes the season? Oh, it's going to happen. I cannot wait for the conversation. We're going to talk about the Celtics in a second. We're going to talk about all these dynamic duos in just a second. Celtics are one of my favorite ones to talk about. As much as I hate the Celtics, it's just Kyrie going to get it. Delano, Vegas odds anytime Harden plays on CK2K's brother's birthday, he drops 50 points or better. Hey, was it him both times? Harden on the 14th? Yeah, it was. James Harden, that's right. Hey, James Harden for the cause, bro. Yeah, you're right. It was James Harden both times. That's funny. That is funny. My skin don't crack. Oh, black don't crack, my guy. But, I mean.
They really don't.
I would like to say I'm still youngish. I'm still in my 20s.
It's the white side of me that's been cracking. Like by tomorrow, I'll be like, my whole nose is gonna be jacked up. It's gonna be a new nose.
Yikes! CK showed the shoe collection. Actually, fun fact: I did just buy a new shoe rack because my shoes are everywhere. It's nothing impressive. I gotta clean a lot of mine. It's nothing impressive. But any Adidas you can think of, yeah, your boy got them. You better believe, especially if Brandon doesn't move the date. I'm copping the Spider Mitchells for gym floor only if I'm not forced out of retirement. But yeah, that was our what? No, speak your mind. Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
I'm sick of you already. you are not you're
gonna force me out of retirement. You're moving it to Thursdays. You forced me out of retirement. Force me back into retirement.
No. I said what I said. Okay.
We'll see. We'll keep you guys updated. Hey, Iggy gonna D up one knee Kyrie. Oh man, all the Kyrie slander. Just wait. Trust me. We're gonna talk about both those two. Thanks. Shout out to the other sub that just decided to leave. We down 2. This is a good stream. We lost 2 subs this stream. Appreciate you guys, man. Clippers or Lakers next year. We're gonna talk about that too as well. CK, I got my Porzingis jersey. What should I do with it? You get a big old stretch of blue tape. Put it over the Porzingis and write Payton, because Elfrid Payton says, I don't give a damn about no unicorn. I'm number 6 now. That's what I'm going to do. It's either that or I'm going to cut out the 6 and reverse it and sew it back on and have a janky RJ Barrett jersey. One of the two.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
How do you know they unsubbed? Entertainer, I see this thing right. You could barely see it, but like that's my sub counter, so it like bleeps every time. But because I'm talking to you guys and I can see the camera, I can see when it goes -1. So that means I'm losing subscribers. I just no big deal. It's fine. We got to talk about who we play for awards of the year. Oh, yeah. Oh, I wanted to finish off the year who we play for, but Brandon's been paying too much attention. So I was gonna do a who we play for free agency edition and do like on like the lower levels, like the Seth Currys and those kind of guys. But Brandon been paying too much attention, so I said, no, maybe I'll save it for when the season starts and see if you remember.
I had Shams. I had Woj. I had Stein. I had your boy Chris Carter.
Chris Carter, Jesus, oh my God, this man, Chris Carter and Kendrick Perkins, these two thought that they're, and Jalen Rose a little bit too. Jalen Rose was thinking that he was in there.
He solved the case. He figured it out. Jack. You know what? Before I curse,
but I will promise, I have it written down. The very first episode of season 2 will be a who we play for episode. We guns a blazing in the first episode. Big bet. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Broussard, Broussard was on the docket too. He was wrong as well. Yeah. Melvin, what's good, my guy? There we got +1. There we go. See, we back on the board. See, it never happened.
I heard the beep.
You heard the.
Yep.
All right, but let's get into next season. I'm excited, man. I am very excited for next season. For my Knicks, people want to hate. That's fine, but I'm excited for basketball in general. Even a little bit for your Lakers, even though I'm not going to watch them nearly as much as I did last season. Sorry, Brandon, but
it's okay. I won't be able to either because
Oh, because of YouTube TV?
Yeah. Freaking Time Warner. Was it time? No, it's Spectrum. Sorry.
Spectrum. Yeah. I mean, it used to be Time Warner, but yeah, man. Damn near every team besides the Phoenix Suns, improved, and Wizards, another team that didn't improve.
You can't say the Phoenix Suns didn't. They have a point guard now.
Huh, okay.
Hey,
congratulations, Phoenix.
That's better than nothing. That'll be like their free agent signing of like the next decade. So.
I do think Ricky Rubio is going to be a good point guard for that team. As underrated as I think he got paid way too much. But
yes.
Shout out, I saw it, -1, I saw it. But I think he got paid too much. But I do think he is probably one of the better options for that kind of team. I don't think they want a scoring point guard. I think they want a point guard that's just going to move the ball because they got a lot of mouths to feed. But we'll see. But we shall see. We shall see. I didn't intend on starting with the Phoenix Suns, but we can get their stupid selves out of the way. Phoenix Suns. Actually, let me get the actual breakdown of free agents that they did and whatnot, and see what's goody on that. But while I looked that up, Brandon, Phoenix Suns.
They traded some of their forwards, believe it or not.
Yeah,
I believe they traded 2 of them.
They did, but it doesn't matter because they still have a bunch of forwards as it is. Still.
Yeah. Well,
hold on, guys. I'm pulling it up right now. What's the chat saying? LMAO, that unsub was me, CK. How dare you, Andy? And you still have the gall to be in here.
That's rude. No, that's real rude.
Look, man, you still supporting whether you subbed or not. You're in the chat, so I still win. Thanks for supporting, bro. Ricky Rubio will be a factor, but I'm more worried about the lack of defense and front court players. Not named Mikal Bridges, 1,000%. I hope Mikal Bridges, when he can, just pulls Anthony Davis and be like, I want out of here before Devin Booker, because I don't want him to rot in Phoenix. I just don't want him to rot in Phoenix. I like him too much. We're looking at Phoenix Suns. We're talking about them. All right. Let's take a gander at the I don't even have the Phoenix Suns first on my list. I have to scroll and find them because no one cares about the Phoenix Suns.
I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. Phoenix Suns. Here's what they added, okay? A lot of bigs. They added Frank Kaminsky, Aaron Baines, Dario Saric. Actually, look, you guys want to read too? Read with me. They added Frank Kaminsky, Aaron Baines, Dario Saric, and then they added some guards, Ricky Rubio, Jalen LeCoux, who I think they are. I don't know. I think he's a two-way. We'll see what happens. And they added Javon Carter from the Grizzlies. I didn't know that happened. That was a trade. And then they drafted Ty Jerome, old man. old man legs, and Cameron Johnson, forward, but he could probably play some guard. Now, you want to talk about who they lost? They lost, or I could just go back. Whatever, who cares? They lost Troy Daniels, Rashawn Holmes, Josh Jackson, Kyle Korver, DeAnthony Melton, and T.J. Warren. So, like Brandon said, they got rid of some of their forwards, even though Kyle Korver was a Sun for about 5 seconds.
Yes.
So Brandon, let's be unbiased for a second. Do we expect any kind of change with the Phoenix Suns? Do you think it's going to be a slight? I mean, who they just signed as their quick coach? Monty Williams.
Yeah.
Good luck, Monty.
That's why I think I got some kind of hope. As much as I don't like them, I think they'll have a little bit better chances than
because
previous seasons.
I am rooting for him, but you know how I feel about. There's only one owner that I hate just a little ounce more than my owner, and that is the man that owns that Phoenix Suns, because that dude is the epitome of stupidity, just like a Sir James Dolan. But
it's true.
I don't know, man. We can play. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Before we break down these free agencies, let's first go down. Let's go through. Bye, Brandon. Let's first go through who we got 1 through 8. No, 1 through 15. We're gonna do the entire West, entire East, and then we'll break down the changes that they made. Sounds good. I know West is gonna be difficult, so let's take a break. And chat, please feel free to play along. You know how it goes. You know how this goes. The last stream is gonna be a fun stream, so please let me know your 1 through 8, your 1 through 15. Go ahead, by all means. I lost my pen. So Brandon, Eastern Conference, who you got 1 through 8, and then we'll talk about where you're slotting the non-playoff teams after that. So I'm writing yours down. So East B. All right, go ahead. Go from top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Oh man. Okay. Philly, number 1.
1 Philly.
Let's go Boston.
Okay. See, and people are killing me. I had Boston at. We'll talk about it in a second. Whatever. You do yours.
Indiana 3.
Ooh, I like that.
I think Toronto 4 or 5. I'm gonna go 5. 5.
So,
4.
Okay.
Man, I forgot the Bucks. Oh my God.
Do you want to just bring everybody down? Bring everybody down.
Yes.
So Indy 4, Boston 3, Philly 2, Bucks 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh my God. Detroit.
Damn, you got them at 6?
No, sorry. 8.
Okay.
8 again.
Detroit at 8. Okay. People are gonna kill you. The Knicks fans are gonna attack you. I gotta attack.
Why?
Because they're like, the Detroit Pistons, they did nothing. Well, okay.
You got it.
No. We'll break them down. I'm just letting you know.
And I'm missing
6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
I see you, Chad. Keep putting them in. I'm gonna go to yours. Keep putting them in.
I really don't want to put Orlando back in there. I really don't. Can't put Washington there.
Brandon, we're doing realistic standings. Come on. Washington in the playoffs.
I'm having like a really blank stare.
I'm not helping you at all.
No.
Oh, you forgot a team that made some big moves that nobody ever talks about, even though they're supposed to be the next team in New York.
Oh, Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn.
Crazy how easy you forgot them, huh? Crazy.
Yeah.
And they only signed Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, but whatever.
And I did the same thing with
you did yesterday. Clippers. You were talking like that. You really did. Talking about, man, Clipper tickets are cheap. They're going to be cheap this year again. Completely forget who they brought in. That was yeah, you slipped up. That was hilarious. All right, you got number 7.
Jesus, these are a lot of bad teams.
There's there's the Heat. I'm gonna tell you my bubble teams. The Heat, Hawks, Knicks. Who's in the bubble? Orlando. I think those are like the bubble teams right there. I think it's possible it could take a step back this year. The Nets. I think so too. Entertainer. I saw it. I'm gonna go up and read you guys stuff, but I just want to see our predictions first.
Let me throw in the Heat right now because they
7?
have a lot of veterans. Yeah, okay. They have a lot of veterans.
And then just fill out. You have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Fill them out. If it's easier for you, who do you think's last in the East? Charlotte, right?
Who's Yeah, Charlotte for sure. And then Washington.
At 14.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you want to go from the bubble teams, you can go down.
I have Atlanta at the number 9.
Okay.
I have you guys at 10.
Okay. Fair.
Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and then Cleveland. I have way better hopes in Chicago
You're
than I
missing
do
one.
in Cleveland.
I have 9 Atlanta, 10 New York, 11 Chicago, 12 Cleveland. Who's 13?
I thought I named everybody.
I feel like you named everybody too.
Yeah,
Who's missing
there's
in
no
the
way.
East? Guys, who's missing in the East? Why am I blanking?
I already said Orlando. Did I say Orlando?
No, you didn't. Orlando at 9?
No.
Orlando at where?
Behind you guys. I'll slate them
And
there.
then
Those
okay,
guys.
so everyone's okay. So Orlando 11, Chicago 12, Cleveland 13. All right. So before I do mine, let me just read the chat real quick, and then I'll roll through mine because I got mine. I got my East Coast down. But okay, real quick, let me repeat Brandon's for those who didn't hear it. Okay, number 1, we got Milwaukee Bucks. This is Brandon's list, Eastern Conference. Number 1, Milwaukee Bucks. 2, Philadelphia 76ers. 3, Boston Celtics. 4, Indiana Pacers. 5, Toronto Raptors. 6, Brooklyn Nets. 7, Miami Heat. 8, Detroit Pistons. 9, Atlanta Hawks. 10, New York Knicks. 11, Orlando Magic. 12, Chicago Bulls. 13, Cleveland Cavaliers. 14, Washington Wizards. And 15, Charlotte Hornets. We will break that down in a second. Let me hear what you guys have to say real quick. Let me scroll up to Jamal Crawford. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I know Brooklyn has an Achilles and the ego. CK, I got my Porzingis. I already answered that question for you. Let's go down a little bit. That's really cool. Like, oh, you're talking about the thing, entertainer? Yeah, it's dope. Knicks didn't improve either. Spectaz. Double check the roster and talk to me again in a second. Rubio ain't solving no problems. Brandon, I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with that. Scroll down. Knicks will get 20 wins. I don't know how to say your name, but harsh. Edgar send McHale to Philly. You really want to say that out loud, my guy?
Y'all drafted him.
You really want to say that out loud?
Yeah.
Delano, Josh Jackson gone. TJ Warren gone. Yeah, all gone. All right. I want to hear you guys' predictions. We're talking about the Suns.
Indiana's gonna be solid. I don't care what nobody says.
Man, I don't disagree. Julius Randle plus hoops equals Stephen Tillman. I'm done with that. Bucks are 2.
Oh no!
Yeah. I'm leaving that one alone. Christopher Hill, Bucks are 2. Okay. That's a bold statement. Don't sleep on the Bucks. Justin Woods, if you'd be dumb to sleep on the Bucks for sure. Orlando Bulls, I'll say no. Orlando, yes. What are you talking about? Number team. Okay. People saying Brooklyn. Okay. Dale gave us a full list. I don't know if it's a troll, but it looks realistic to me. Dale said Philly, Bucks, Celtics, Pacers, Raptors, Nets, Magic, ... Detroit ? And then Edgar Allan Fro said Philly 1. Okay, Homer. Philly 1, Bucks 2, Celtics 3, Pacers 4, Toronto 5, Hawks 6. Jesus Christ. If the Hawks make it and the Knicks don't make it, I have some questions. Hawks 6, Magic 7, Heat 8. That's hard for me.
I think Atlanta's gonna be a lot better than what
I think the Hawks will be 9-10. I think they'll be right there. I mean, if they get 8, I won't be surprised. But if they jump up to 6,
oh no,
that'd be tremendous. That would be tremendous. But
that means whatchamacallit is just playing out of his mind.
Young, which one? Any of them? Name any of them. Trey Young, John Collins. Like any of them have to be playing out of their mind for something like that to change.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Remember, it's year 2. People have a game plan for Trey Young now. That's a thing in the NBA. True. Don't forget. I love the Pacers. Entertain them. Yeah, me too. I think that is so. All the moves they've made are so underrated, and the fact that they're bringing back Victor Oladipo, people forget about that. Like, to have Malcolm Brogdon, who F his defense. Like, yeah, defense is a big deal. His defense is tremendous. This dude is a 50-40-90 guy.
Yep.
50 from the field. He's a point guard, meaning that there are 3-pointers being shot and mid-range shots being shot. It's one thing for a big man because you know they're around the rim. This is a point guard. 50% from the field, 40 was it 2? I think it was from the 3-point line. 40 from the 3-point line.
He's only going to be complimentary.
That's what I'm saying. And that look, man, the Pacers people gonna sleep. And then T.J. Warren is gonna be. He's going to be what's the word I'm looking for? Motivated again. And he in his sleep he was dropping like 29, 28s, 27s, 25s in Phoenix.
Yep. He had a 50-point game last season, not this past season.
He was my savior on fantasy basketball. I mean, until he stopped missing games because he was hurt. Yeah, entertaining. Yeah, see, Charlotte, Magic. Yeah, blah blah blah. Fumble Gang. What's good, Prodigy? Pizza Parker or Emo Parker? Chill out. Yep, only the 8th player to ever do that. I'm saying, like, people sleep, man. Name I still can't say. He says number 1 Sixers, 2 he didn't fill it out, 3 Boston, 4 Indiana, 5 Brooklyn, 6 Toronto, 7 Miami, 8 Orlando, 9 Knicks, 10 Detroit. I think that's fair. I think if you bump everybody up, it still makes sense. But anyways, what's good? All right. Shout out to the new people joining the chat. What's good? What's good? Right now, we are talking about our super early predictions of the Eastern Conference. Brandon just did his. I'm going to do mine right now. I got mine off the top of my head, but let's do it. All right. So here we go. So number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to Edgar and to Brandon. We already. Oh no, you put Milwaukee too. Never mind. So number 1, Milwaukee. I'm sticking to that. They're going to overachieve in the regular season. I think that's going to happen again. Number 1, Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah. 2, I'm sticking with Philly as well. I think it just makes sense. The team that they have. I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped to 3 just because of the regular season and load management with Embiid. I expect Horford to miss some games. You know, those kind of things might happen throughout the season. But for now, I'm going to put them at 2. 3, I'm going to go with Boston. I don't know why people don't see the obvious change of play between Kemba Walker and Kyrie Irving. Their biggest thing to me.
I don't see what we see.
Yeah, because Kemba is going to be Isaiah Thomas 2.0 in a sense where the team basketball is going to be back. Now, here's the biggest thing for Boston for me that could make them drop down to a 4 and 5 is their lack of depth because they lost Horford, they lost Baines. But Robert Williams is probably going to play, and he played pretty solid the few games he played, and they have other guys. We're going to talk about those. Maybe Taco Fall gets a call up. We'll see what happens with that.
Hey,
I know a lot of you guys love Taco Fall. Number 4, I'm going Indy. So this one, Indy 3 and 4 to me is you can go vice versa, but I'm going to go number 4 with Indy. 5, I'm going Toronto. Again, I think that's a bubble too. I think Toronto could probably go 4. Here's the thing with Toronto. Here's my argument with Toronto, and I won't be surprised if they go as high as 3. The Toronto Raptors last season without Kawhi were still a tremendous basketball team. In regular season, we're a tremendous basketball team, and I wholeheartedly expect that to happen again this season. In the regular season, the Raptors are going to look great, and it's going to be a big surprise to people who don't know basketball. They'll be like, what? The Raptors are still winning? Oh, my gosh. Now, playoff-wise, I don't know how that's going to look.
But they're also without Danny Green, so, I mean.
They were without Danny Green the year before as well. I'm just saying that their brand of basketball. I mean, yeah, it hurts a little bit, but maybe now that just means we're gonna get more Van Fleet. You know, I think and Norman Powell, who showed out really well in the playoffs. I think they're going to be fine. I think that they're going to still be okay because they played the team basketball aspect really well. And we're going to see guys like Spicy P. We're going to see hopefully Ibaka continues how he played in the playoffs in the regular season. Or we could completely see a freaking what's the word? Fall
off.
What's the championship hangover? What's that called? What's that phrase?
You said it.
Yeah, that could happen. Hangover. I don't think that's the team that's going to happen to. I think they're going to be motivated with the loss of Kawhi to prove people wrong, but we'll see what happens with them.
How long that lasts?
Yeah, but like I said, that's going to be a regular season thing. In the playoffs, that's a different conversation. I don't know how far they'll get in the playoffs. I just know regular season they will overachieve and they will surprise folks, and I don't know why I have used the word surprise. 6, I'm actually going to – this is where we defer a little bit. I think Brooklyn is going to be struggling a little bit because it's just Kyrie. And realistically, and this is me not being a hater at all, but realistically, the team didn't really get much better if Kevin Durant's off the roster. It's the same roster.
Just insert Kyrie.
And Kyrie. And, I mean, yeah, they got what's his name? No, did they get Avery? You guys got who got Avery Bradley? You guys got Avery Bradley. Who's the other guy?
We got everybody.
Who's the guy that they got? Who's the dude that
Spence, Joe Harris.
No. Oh my God, I have the list right here. That's it. Oh my! Why am I blanking, bro? No, not Torian Prince. They got another. God, that could be a good piece, but he's not DeAndre Jordan. No.
I'm looking.
Oh, it's not on here. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's just Torian Prince. Okay, I thought they signed. Oh my God, I don't care. It's not important. The Nets suck. Who cares? It's the Nets. I don't care anymore. All I'm saying is I just feel like with what they added, because right here from what they added this offseason was Wilson Chandler, Kevin Durant, Henry Ellenson, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan, David Nwaba, and Torian Prince. So maybe it was Torian Prince who I was thinking about.
Okay.
Now there's no Kevin Durant. To me, that's a solid team in the Eastern Conference led by Kyrie Irving. And I don't know how that's going to work next season, especially with some of these teams above them, because I still think Toronto's better than that team. I think Indiana's definitely better than that team, And I think that they're no different to me than the Miami Heat. It's a Jimmy Butler-led team with a bunch of very, savvy and aggressive vets on his team, like the Justice Winslows of the world and those kind of guys on the team. So I think that it's going to be between them, the Heat, and the Nets for that 6th spot. And just because they're the Nets, I'm going to go Miami 6 and Brooklyn 7. But I do think what you have with Brooklyn going 6 is definitely possible. I think Brooklyn could probably even go as high as 5. But because of the drop-off without Kevin Durant and me, I just don't think that they added enough. I don't know if they're going to go that high.
Hey, Chris.
I hope that's true. Because if that is the case, Delano said Kenny Atkinson will check Kyrie Irving. If that is the case, then that team is going to be a great team. I've yet to see it happen in the NBA. But if Kenny Atkinson can whisper to Kyrie Irving and get him to play that kind of way, then the Brooklyn Nets are going to be scary.
Who's better, Ty Lue or Kenny Atkins?
Kenny Atkinson. No, it's not even close.
Okay.
I don't care if Ty Lue has a chip. I know he coaches the Nets, but Kenny Atkinson was ours first. Never forget it. Kenny Atkinson was ours first. That's the development god right there. I hate that team, but I will respect the hell out of Kenny Atkinson. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going 6 Miami, 7 Brooklyn. And I know people are going to hate me because I'm supposed to be the Knicks guy, but I'm not putting the Knicks in the playoffs because I don't want to use the P word around the Knicks just yet because I don't want to curse us. So because of that, I'm going Detroit 8. I love what that team has. I think that they can stay steady just to go into playoffs and get beat by the Bucks again.
Fees in year 2, baby. He's ready. Locked and loaded.
That's your boy.
I missed it all summer league. I couldn't.
You could. Yeah, you didn't even get to see him. And then I saw you tweeting out the highlights and stuff. I just felt so bad for Brandon. Brandon it's the SpongeBob meme, just looking outside, seeing Fee and Lonzo playing basketball on other teams, having fun, and Brandon with his Laker hat. Can we please get that meme edited? I want that SpongeBob meme with Brandon looking out the window and it's him with the Lakers hat, and you see Fee and Lonzo out there having fun on other teams. Like, we're playing good now. That's gonna be Brandon next season, yo. That is.
Don't put it in the Discord, y'all.
I want that meme. So if you guys don't do it, give me a day. I will put that thing in there. Oh God, my boy, what's good? What's good, Christian? Chris Tiller, my guy. Thank you. Fizz shouldn't be on the hot seat. I think he should and shouldn't. I think he does have a good enough cast to make a very sizable improvement from last year. He's actually going to have to coach this year because the tanking stuff is not happening anymore. We saw that in this year's lottery. Tanking is dead. So I don't want to fire him. I think we keep the continuity. I think he's the right coach for these kind of guys. But being that it's still New York, I don't know if that's
I think he's only in the hot seat if you guys take a step backwards.
Yeah, and a step backwards can still be us only winning. It can still be us winning more games. But if we went, because we won 17 last year, if we win 20, but the way we win them and we see a lot of underachieving and stuff, that's still a step backwards, even if we won 3 more games.
Right.
And if that's the case, then as much as I love Fizz, I will wholeheartedly do that that thought process, like, do we fire him or not? And you'll be seeing the video on CK2K, and then everybody will be talking about it, and then people will be like, I told you, CK, David Fizdale's trash. We should have got Mark Jackson. And that's when I virtually slap you through the screen.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I get them all the time. Anyways,
No.
so let's go to number 9 for me. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I just want to announce, just explain them now and then move on. So number 9, I got Orlando. I know you hated it, but I think Orlando, I like what they did, even though they didn't do much. But the way that Malone is out, is right. Mike Malone's the coach, right? Still,
no. Mike Malone's in Denver.
He's Denver. I've got him mixed up with the other guy, Clifford.
Clifford, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, Mike Malone. Other white guy that is just out there grilling his team. Steve Clifford, that was the guy. I like what he does with the team. I think they're going to be a bubble team again with what they got. So I got them at 9. I got my Knicks at 10. I think we're going to overachieve, and I think it's very possible we reach at 8, but I'm not going to put that in words right now. And then from 11 down, I just don't give a damn. So I'm going to go 11 Atlanta. I think Orlando, New York, and Atlanta, that's going to be mixed matched. Maybe even Detroit could throw in that pile too. But I'll put Atlanta 11, and then Chicago, and then Cleveland.
No love for Atlanta.
No, I'll do Chicago. I'll do Washington. I'll give Bradley Beal some credit. Washington, then Cleveland, and then Charlotte. No, I like Atlanta. But I just think they're 1 more year. I think that they're just going to be in that bubble where they could possibly get 7, or they might get 9 or 10.
2 years
11.
Away from being 2 years?
I think just 1 more year. I think with the addition of Reddish and all the rookies they got this year, let them get a season under their belt, and then when they're in their second year, and then Young's in his third, and John Collins is finally filling out his game, the Hawks will be fun. The Hawks are they're in the right direction. But
I know they take on all these bad contracts. So what are their veteran presence now?
They
don't know what that is.
Let's look. I have the list in front of me. Atlanta, they're veterans. Because they are, the only people they have under contract before any of the moves was DeAndre Bembry, John Collins, Kevin Huerter, Alex Len, and Trae Young. So, let's see who their veterans are. Chandler Parsons, that's right. They picked up. And, Jabari Parker, Chandler Parsons, Damian Jones, Alan Crabb, Evan Turner. They got a bunch of vets.
They got a lot of...
a lot of question marks. Evan Turner, Jabari Parker, Chandler Parsons, Damian Jones, Alan Crabb, all of which are injury prone. But, if they stay healthy, we'll see. Speaking of the existing CK2K, Knicks will be the 7th
Solomon
seed.
Hill.
They did get Solomon Hill.
Wow.
No, I thought they moved him, though.
If they did,
you're right. They still have him.
Okay.
He's still on the roster.
Jeez.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, chat. That was too much talking. Let's see what you guys have to say. Let's get a quick recap. Knicks making the 1 seed and sweeping the Lakers. Okay, Brian. CK2K. Look, CK2 coach. I don't want to coach. I would take a scouting job, and if I feel like I do good enough, I would step into the running for assistant GM. Coaching wise, I do not want to coach NBA players. I would like to be around them. Yeah, I don't know if I could coach an NBA player. That's not for me, bro. Not for me. I'll coach like high school and that I have no problem coaching, but NBA, nah. My man said Mark Jackson's still better than Fizdale. I'm done. Ooh. CK2 Scout, yeah. Let that one in. All right. So Brandon, we had our fun with the East Coast. You ready to take off the training wheels?
Oh my God!
You ready?
No, I'm really not
ready. But before, actually, sorry, we were supposed to go over some notable changes in free agency before. Let's not fast forward too fast. I was ready for Boston Celtics. Okay, after all the nice things I said about Boston Celtics, can we all? I'll give you guys a second, and Brandon, you can't see it, so I'll say his name. But if you look very closely at the very first name of the added players on the Boston Celtics list. His name starts with an E, ends with the can't play defense. I'm sorry, ends with the cancer.
Why did I know you was gonna start talking about this guy first?
Here's my thing with this guy. I like the joke about the Kyrie Irving thing. That was pretty funny. Ha ha he he. But then my man kept talking. Said that he's glad that the Pelicans got the first pick. Basically meaning he's glad that the Knicks didn't get top pick.
He's dissing y'all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember this on Instagram.
Yeah. So I say to him, I cannot wait for you to have to A, do a jump ball against Mitchell Robinson, B, have to try and score when Mitchell Robinson's down there, and C, get dunked on by said number 3 pick, because I'm just that heated and it might not happen, but I'm hoping it happens. RJ, get in the weight room, my guy, please. I hate him with so much passion. I liked Enes Kanter. Even after he left, I'm like, you know what? Trash basketball player, but I like his character. I'm cool with Kanter. I have no problem with it. I was rooting for him on the Portland. Then he kept talking in that press conference. I'm glad he's on the Celtics, because now he can be on a team that I hate, and it just makes sense. Now, as I've gotten everything I need to say,
You digress, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. It just took over me. They also added Kemba Walker. They drafted Carson Edwards. They had a very good draft. I love their draft. They had a great draft. They had your boy Tremont Waters, Grant Williams, Romeo Langford, Carson Edwards. That was their draft picks. Thought it was great draft picks. They did lose some depth, though. Aaron Baines, to me, is a huge one to lose. Al Horford, obviously, to the Sixers. Kyrie Irving to the Nets. Marcus Morris.
A lot of big names.
Marcus Morris. Terry Rozier and y'all favorite boy, the CK2K, the coast to coast meme, Yabusele. He was waived after me and Brandon saw that first game. Boy, was he bad. So like thank God we didn't see it in person. We were watching it on TV. Look, man, that boy was bad, and they waived him the very next day.
I think you were live streaming.
That's when it happened. Yeah, that's when. Yes, that was when it was going on, and that boy got waived the next day. Goodbye, Yabusele. But they do have a good all-around team. I stand by my thought on them getting the 3 or 4 seed in the low-power East. Now we move down to the Brooklyn Nets, Brandon. I've said enough about the Nets, so I'll let you take this one away. What are your thoughts about the subtle moves that they got?
Willie Ice.
They got my boy Wilson Chandler. They took pretty much. They stole everybody that I would love to be on the Knicks. They took Kyrie and KD. They took DeAndre. They even took Henry Ellenson, who played very nicely for us at the end of last season. And they took the vet that I wanted to come back and wear a Knicks jersey once again, Wilson Chandler. Even though I wouldn't want him to play much because he's very much on the way out, but.
That's very true.
I still love Wilson Chandler to this day.
And they got David Nwaba too.
They do. Another wildly vet that doesn't get enough love. But he was poor guy was rotting in Cleveland. But
was he in? Oh no, he was in Chicago. I thought. No, he was in Cleveland.
Last, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Brooklyn roster without Kevin Durant next season?
This team, I think you are being a hater. Just a little bit, but it's understandable. You know, the little brother teams, you sometimes you don't like them. You don't like how they're making moves and they're looking better than the originator, the real team.
Please make a good statement after that.
I think this team is going to come out hot, and then they tally off. Why is because they have their leader is Kyrie Irving.
Okay, good for them, dude. Congrats, Lance.
And I still think they have a lot of nice pieces around them. I do like what's his name, the shooter, Harris.
Joe Harris. Yeah, I like Joe.
I like Joe Harris. I like the backup point guard.
I hate him, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Spencer, why? LA.
He comes after us. He knows what he's doing.
I saw it on Twitter.
He's our Patrick Beverly, pretty much.
I saw it on Twitter for the first time. I was like, oh,
he trash.
Oh, I get it. I get it now. But I gotta show some love to Spence. He's an LA boy, and like I said, I think this team is gonna come out hot. But as far as finishing strong and doing something in the playoffs, it's yet to be seen, yet to be determined. That 6 or 5 seed, I think, is solid.
How many wins you giving them?
Wins? 46-50.
This year.
Okay.
And that's all I want to hear about that.
Is that too high?
I don't care. I'm not giving him 46. I'm giving him 44.
40. That's two wins.
Yeah, well, it's a number that's not 46. Anyway, so yeah, Charlotte Hornets, we don't need to talk about them. They paid Terry Rozier too much money, and that's literally all they did. They gave away Jeremy Lamb, gave away Frank, gave away Kemp. Like, yeah, the Hornets are going to be – Hornets and the Poor Thunder are going to be in a long, long, long transition. The Chicago Bulls are another sleeper team I like. To me, the Chicago Bulls – the Hawks, and I'll put the Knicks in there too. I think those are the three teams that are doing things in a very well. We're not so silent because we're unfortunately with the Knicks, but in a positive rebuild. I think they're going in the right direction. I like the young guys that they have in Chicago. They made some solid pickups in the draft in Daniel Gafford and Kobe White.
Saw them play too. Really good players.
Yeah, Gafford.
I love Kobe White's game.
Yeah,
love
man.
it.
I look. That's the thing. I'll wholeheartedly admit, wasn't crazy about Kobe White until I finally got to see him in person at Summer League. I feel like we watched him more than anybody else in Summer League. But I was impressed. I like him. I love the way he controls the game for being such a fast guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Deceptive, where like Chris said, he controls the speed of the game. If he's gonna play fast, he's gonna play fast. Mm-hmm. If he's gonna play
and
at his
under
tempo,
control, which is something we didn't see from a fast player like John Wall, from De'Aaron Fox. Like, those are fast players, but they were out of control their first year. Kobe White is a fast player, but he is under control, and I think that's a great sign for Chicago. I think that they got a nice little core that they're building up around. So they're going to be fun to watch. Then Brandon's favorite team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who did my least favorite thing, and they drafted Darius Garland, and he's going to be in purgatory now. They also got Kevin Porter Jr., who actually I like that pick for them. And then they got the shooter, Dylan Windler. But other than that, another team that didn't do nothing. They got J.R. Smith is free, so that's good for him. Yeah, Earl is free. Good for him. Detroit making slight moves, bringing back Markiefius, Tim Frazier, Derrick Rose playing the two, probably playing a little bit of one. Another player that is a journeyman that nobody really gives enough credit to, Christian Wood. I am a fan of him. I think he's going to be a nice, solid piece for them if he plays. Of course, they drafted Sekou Doumbouya, and then the other guy, I can't say his name. No, I'm not even going to try. But
nope,
yeah, he's on
don't
there.
do it. Not to try and go back with
go ahead.
About Earl. Like, where do you think he's going? He had that quote unquote meeting with the Bucks, and then they just signed Kyle Korver.
That's right. Yeah, because Korver happened yesterday. I don't know. I was just gonna say Bucks, but you're right. That they're not gonna do both of them. It's not gonna be you guys. As much as I want to try to say that spot's available for Melo, so they're not gonna give it to J.R. Smith.
Nope, not him either. Nope, neither.
Nah, I think he's not gonna. Unfortunately, he's not gonna go to a championship contending team. I think he's going to go to a
playoff contender team.
No, I don't think any playoff team. I think he's going to go to one of these. Mark Wegg, appreciate the subscription, man. Welcome. The buzzer just went off for you. I think JR is going to end up going to a rebuilding team and try and bring his stock up that way. Be a veteran, get minutes on a bad team, and try to bring up his stack. And then next season, jump on to maybe hopefully the Lakers bandwagon with AD for him. And hopefully in his mind, I'm not saying hopefully, but I'm saying in his mind, hopefully he'll be back with LeBron and competing again. I think that's the route it's going to go because I don't think the Clippers are going to do that. I don't think the Lakers are going to do it. I don't think, like the Celtics, like any of those teams. Maybe Brooklyn. I don't know if they're full yet. From what I saw, I think they're full. But
they better be full.
I don't think the Warriors have enough knuckleheads on their roster for their quota because they always like to sign knuckleheads in the free agency period.
Yes.
Then they got enough. Yes. So I don't know. The competing teams, I don't think any of the competing teams are going to bring him. I think he's going to go to one of these like the Thunder, or he's going to go to not us, we're full, but like one of the, you know what I mean? Like one of those kind of teams.
Yeah.
Get some minutes, bring up his stock, and move on.
I need you to say that with a straight face. He said, y'all need his veteran presence. Say with a straight face.
J.R. Smith will be the next best player in Lithuania. Factuals. Melo better than J.R. for the long run. I'm trying to tell Brandon. When Carmelo Anthony is a Laker,
no,
we'll see.
No.
It's happening, Brandon. No. He's going to be in
LA. We just signed Giannis' little brother. We know what we're doing over here.
I like that pickup for you guys. So you guys still have a little bit
We
of a
have
development
15.
product. You got one development product while you're out there striving for greatness.
Two.
Who's the
Kuzma.
other one? Okay, we're gonna talk about that at the end of the show. All right, enough about the Eastern Conference. We can go down each team, but Milwaukee's Milwaukee. Actually, I'm curious to hear your opinion. I've been talking to a lot of people about the Knicks. Outside perspectives, I like to hear I want to hear people are keeping the same energy on what they're saying on Twitter and all this stuff. So I asked him a person, like my producer who's a Laker fan. She gives me a hard time from the fumble. She gives me a hard time a lot about the Knicks, but we also have a lot of good conversations basketball wise. And she was like, you know what? I troll you a lot, but I really think the Knicks are going to be a playoff team, meaning like 7 or 8, not championship contender. Because of the kind of guys that we got on our team, because we didn't just get veterans or good players. We got guys that take that underdog card serious and they're going to overachieve. And I was like, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to amp up the conversation because I genuinely, I don't want to coerce any words at anybody, which is what I want to do with Brandon as well. I want to hear what he has to say, even though we talked about it a few times, but I want to hear him say it on live for you guys to hear. So I bring the question to you. The Knicks bring in vets like your boy, Reggie Bullock, who was one-time Laker, Wayne Ellington, shooter, just in case for games where we need some points. He's probably going to play 5 minutes. Taj Gibson, Marcus Morris, Alfred Payton, my guy, EP, Bobby Portis, Julius Randle, and obviously we drafted Iggy B and RJ Barrett. Brandon, I ask you, I know you put us at 10 on your list, but what's your thoughts on the Knicks? Are we as trash as ESPN and everybody wants us to say? Bleacher Report got us at 29th. They think we're going to be 29th next season. What's your thoughts on that?
It's easy to from an outside perspective to be like, man, what the hell are the Knicks doing? But I think it was.
But you are outside perspective, so that's why I'm curious.
Like everybody else is. They were just saying, "Oh, the Knicks." What like
the casuals?
You guys went from KD to
casuals,
to Taj Gibson. So, no, I didn't get it. What plan you guys had until I found out? Oh,
Nick. Sorry, Nick. I don't want to say it out loud. Go ahead, Brandon.
Until I found out all these contracts are on 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. And they're all on team options.
All of them options, yep.
Except for Julius Randle, 3 year.
His third year's option.
Okay. But they're all going to be complementary pieces, and they're not going to be these. They're the veterans that you would want on your team for any type of like playoff team, championship team, whatever the case may be. Now, obviously, some of these teams wouldn't pay them as much as you guys have because you guys had $72 million in the bank to go sign these people. Mm-hmm. But I think there are solid pickups. I think they're going to be enough to help your rookies grow much faster.
Yeah.
And your second year players to grow much faster than previously anticipated. Mm-hmm. But I also talked about this too with Chris yesterday. We had a little get together. Yeah. I think RJ is going to be better at the 3. Me personally,
you're not like I told you yesterday too. You're not the only one. A lot of people are agreeing with you on that.
And I think Kevin being your 4 long term is probably going to be.
No. I'm saying stretch 4. No, not saying that it's a stretch. No. Yeah, he's going to be like a stretch 4 kind of guy.
More so just because I don't know if RJ is ever going to be that crafty as dribbling, but he can still bring the ball up. He can still make point guard passing. He still has that vision. He damn near had like 3 or 4 triple doubles in the summer league. So to me, it makes the most sense. Hopefully he proves me wrong. I want him to have a better jump shot than what he has right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be a top. Hey, but at least he's shooting them. That's Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, don't get me started on him.
Yeah, we've already had this. Woods said, "I like y'all Bobby Porter's pickup just as long as he's not fighting nobody." So, hey, if it's somebody on the other team, I'm cool. Just don't be fine. I don't want to find no report talking about that he punched Iggy B in the face and then now he got broken. I don't want to hear that.
Iggy B is another dude. He's gonna be scrappy. If you guys haven't seen his game, he's another dude that's gonna be like I demand 15 minutes because I play so hard and
That's
so
the
much
thing.
intensity.
It's a deep team. Like I made a whole video literally on my break, like looking like freaking Britney Spears back when she shaved her head bald, just looking like I had a breakdown. I didn't know what the hell. I don't know what we're gonna do about rotation. I still don't know. I
It's
still
a
don't
good
know.
problem to have.
That's what I said. That's what I
You know.
said, and I stick to it. But
And then to make things easier, I always joke about this with Kevin Knox, to slide him at the 4 because I explained this to
he
Chris why I
got
think
better. Oh my god. Why you go
I
ahead? Make your
explained to
stupid
Chris why I
point.
think I have this mindset. Like I get afraid when I see Kyle Kuzma bringing the ball up or just dribbling the ball more than 3 times, and I feel the same way with Kevin Knox. Like when he's dribbling the ball, unless it's going downhill to the basket to get that little floater or to get a dunk, I'm just like, get the ball. Someone come get the ball. Point guard, whoever,
You gonna
come
respect
get the
Kevin
ball.
Knox?
But
All y'all, all everybody. I had so many naysayers. I'm not saying you were a naysayer, Brandon, but oh man, people were in the chat. By the way, we do. Kevin Knox just blocked Zion Williamson. No, don't worry about it. Wop wop in your face. But anyways, yeah, man. I am ready. I am ready for him. He knows. You can tell that he knows that the pressure is on because his starting spot's in jeopardy. Like even
yeah,
me, the biggest Kevin Knox fan on the he's my favorite player on the team still. With everything that's happened, I love RJ, I love everything, but Kevin Knox is my favorite player on the team. Even me, I'm not starting him yet because if I'm trying to compete, I'm starting Marcus Morris, especially if Dennis Smith Jr. is my starting point guard. I don't want them playing together. I'd rather him playing with Alfred Payton or something like that. And I think he knows that. He knows that. We saw the first 2 games where he came out hot. I know it's just summer league. I get it. He came out hot, but then just disappeared in the second half. And you could say it was just as much as the point guard's fault as it was his fault. But I'm putting the blame on Kevin Knox. He should have been like, "Yo, y'all saw that? You saw those 15 points on 5 for 7 shooting? Hit it up." Yeah. Even though I don't think that math adds up, but whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. And you saw it change in the last 2 games. So he knows. And I'm looking forward to Kevin Knox. But yeah, I do agree with I think he will be better at the 4 long term. I just think right now, if he's doing more of the spot up shooting, which we saw him do and he can do, and then with playing next to Randall, I think he can find his spots every now and then off the dribble. I think he can do it. But long term, yeah, I think the stretch 4 is probably his ultimate position. But look, I can go on and on about my Knicks. I was just curious to hear what Brandon is saying. How many wins you giving us?
I'll give you that Laker 38-35.
38, 30,
That fair?
35 to 38?
Yeah.
Okay, you confused me.
No.
No, I think that's fair. Look, man, I think it's fair, man. Look, anything that's not 17 is up. Like I said, as long as it's not an 18 and people were underachieving.
As
Or
long
even
as you
if it's a
guys
20 and people
are competitive, I don't
That's
think
my
you.
thing, man.
Yeah.
I see.
Stop having these third quarter fallouts and.
Oh my God, we even did it in the summer league. I'm scared. But anyways, Wayne is not garbage. LOL. Wayne is anyways. So moving on. I think Wayne's gonna be a good player. I like him better than John Jenkins, but that's all Wayne is. Wayne is the Steve Novak. If he gets minutes, he's gonna be
You
the
guys
guy
are gonna
that.
be. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say when we're cold, no one can buy a bucket. Wayne Ellington's gonna go in the game, and he's gonna be just literally just in the game to shoot the ball, and that's the kind of player he's gonna be. He's probably not gonna get consistent minutes throughout the season, but he's gonna play because there's going to be games where the Knicks cannot score, and that's what Wayne Ellington's for. Him and Reggie Bullock.
Look for you guys to be players in the trade deadline.
That's what I said that too. December 15th, as early as December 15th. Some of these guys are gonna be moved.
Yep.
They'll be active to be moved, or they'll be moved right away.
That's the time to collect assets.
Factuals, and I think like I said, we got a great amount of assets. They're gonna be able to audition up until December, and who knows what we can bring in draft picks. Bradley Beal. I'm saving that's another video for another day. Anyways, now let's move on. Okay, we stalled enough, Brandon. We've stalled enough. We're on the finishing stretch. Let's do it. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, I agree. Sorry, you guys already know how I feel about this, but Junior, I'm not gonna. This is not the video for that. All right, guys, it's time. It's time. To everyone, take off the training wheels. Everyone, put your big boy pants on. We're going down the Western Conference.
Uh,
And Brandon, unfortunately, you have to start for us.
that's fine.
Okay. I liked your Eastern Conference bracket. I think ours are pretty similar, but when you have a conference where that's pretty much all you can get, that's what's going to happen. But now we're talking about.
I think I might upset you with my 8 seed.
You can't upset me in the Western. Oh wait, yes you can. Because
Yeah,
you know
I
who
can.
my favorite Western Conference team is this year. So you better be careful. You better be careful. All right, Brandon.
I might upset.
Yeah, I think you're gonna upset me. Just you saying that already got me upset. All right. So start from the top, Brandon. Number 1. Come. All.
I unfortunately have to acknowledge this little brother team.
Ooh. And you're gonna give him respect. I appreciate that. Go ahead.
It's so annoying. It really is. Like I Chris had a live stream of my the day after reaction, and I don't know if I have recovered
It's on
from
the
that.
channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the channel. Go check it out.
So, the Clippers, unfortunately, being
Number 1.
the Kawhi effect is real.
Everything about.
I will be the first Laker fan to be like, no, the Clippers are a legit threat. Like if you say otherwise, I do you watch basketball?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would put Clippers number 1, unfortunately.
I respect it. LAC number 1. Okay.
And
Lakers number 2.
No, I actually don't have. I have the Lakers 3.
Okay.
I have Nuggets 2.
Denver. Okay. Continuity. I respect it.
Just because they kept their team together.
Yep. Continuity.
And they have a lot of continuity. I think they have a lot of momentum going into this season. It's going to be wide open.
I agree.
I don't see why they can't be a number 2 seed. Denver's always a tough team to play against at home as well. Jazz at number 4. Jazz, they got a lot of depth this year. Jesus Christ.
That team, it's a complete team too. Bench and on the starting 5.
That's a team that's legit 10 deep.
Facts.
Possibly 12.
Facts.
My issue with them is their development with Spider. He took not a backseat last year, but he did take a drop off last season, and I hope that's not a trend for him.
I don't think
where
so.
He'll have one good season, another a dip season, a good season. It seems to happen with Jazz players, aka Gordon Hayward. All my Jazz fans they know what I'm talking about.
Well, whoever's out there, if there are Jazz fans, you know you're not allowed in here.
Exactly.
Just kidding. Everyone's allowed.
I think the Warriors at 5 is a good safe pick.
Okay. Wow. There's a certain team that's dropping right now. It's got me a little surprised right now.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think
talking. Keep going.
Warriors safe pick at 5.
Okay.
Sixers at 6.
Can't do
Sixers.
that.
Rockets.
Yeah.
Rockets
wow.
at 6. I think it's going to be a toss up between 5 and 6.
Wow. Okay. Respect it.
We haven't seen Brody and James playing together.
No, I get it. I respect it.
And I don't know. I guess the move is exciting for Rockets fans, but are you moving the needle? How much are you moving the needle?
Yeah.
What am I at? 7?
You're at 7. Yeah.
Trailblazers.
Okay. Respect.
It's another team that got some decent pickups, and that's another team that's going to be in a trade market as well.
Yes, no doubt.
And number 8 is so hard.
It is.
Number 8 is going to be so hard. You got the Pelicans, you got the Kings, you got the Spurs.
You could even say Mavericks.
Yeah, I was just about to say the Mavericks.
As much as I can't stand that team and certain players on it.
I might have to go with the Mavericks
At 8.
at 8.
Okay.
I
Why?
might have to go with the Mavericks.
You're banking on a healthy KP?
I'm banking. I'm not necessarily him, but just the continued development of Luca and his evolution as a player.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm expecting big things from Luca just because of what he did last season as a rookie.
Same thing I said about Trae Young, though. People are going to have a book on him.
It's true. That's true.
Porzingis,
But
the GOAT. Get
I'm
Chris Taylor,
I'm
get out.
hoping that he's one of those dudes that's just like, so what that y'all figured me out. I'm still gonna do me.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I think he definitely has the capability to do that.
Yeah. And then for 9 and 10, I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be one of those things where like 8 seed is separated by a half game.
I'm gonna be surprised if you don't say these next two teams for 9 and 10. But go ahead.
Kings and Pelicans.
Okay, in that order.
Toss up. I mean, doesn't matter.
We'll choose one. I'm not gonna be able to put it on. You do it.
Kings 9.
Okay. You just don't want to see Lonzo be successful elsewhere. I understand. That's fine.
I want him to be successful. But I have yet to see this man play more than freaking the 35 games.
Okay.
I want him to play more.
You and me both, bro.
Under a Lakers uniform. I saw the red, and I was just like, "What is this? Is this Photoshop? This is disgusting." Did the trade go through?
He's still going.
I was sick. Like, where's Kyle Kuzma? Hey man, we messed up. Get your ass packing right quick, okay? Hold on. We got to get back Lonzo. Anyways, I digress.
I'll just have it in the background while you're going on about your list.
Yeah. Don't worry about me. I got Minnesota. I think that's the team that's yeah, I don't. Do I need to say more about them?
No. I think you said too much.
Okay. Spurs.
Okay.
Actually, no. Spurs before Minnesota. Yeah. Sorry.
Chat. I'm gonna be checking you guys. Don't worry. I got you guys.
Brandon is going bananas. And then Suns. And then Thunder.
Bananas. Grizzlies,
Suns, Thunder.
Suns, and then Thunder.
The Thunder are gonna have to try and find a trade partner for Steve Adams. Chicago, hit him up.
Yeah, that would.
I keep saying,
I was saying, Boston.
Or Boston,
Kansas
yeah.
Bump himself back to the Thunder. Since he loves the Oklahoma City people.
Yeah,
and just like he loves the New York people, the same way he loves
the
people
Portland people.
Yeah. Actually, I also heard he's a big fan of the Utah people too.
Loves I forgot. How could you forget?
Yeah.
Hey Chris, did you know that Jarrett Allen averaged the most blocks last season?
Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna do my 10. And while I do that, I'm gonna put this in the background for Brandon, so while I'm talking, you can just see it and just dwell in it and enjoy it. I'm just gonna keep that there. Okay. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here's my 8. Here's my top 15.
Stream.
My top 15 for the Western Conference.
And he scrolled in. Oh my God.
My top 15. ACOC Save Cat. Yo, to this day, that's one of my favorite memes is that I'm going to get you out of there. Oh, shoot. That zoomed. Yeah. You see it? Brady, can you see?
No. I'm not.
Sorry, MH can't see. He said I have to zoom in more.
MH, you're blind.
Look, you can even see his names actually.
No.
Too. That's crazy. But the problem with the zoom is you can't see the Pelicans. You have to see the team he plays for. Also, they couldn't get a picture with Josh Hart getting look at him. He need a barber, bro. Anyways, that's not what this is about. This is about my top. This is my top 15. Now, Crystal, who cut onions while I crying? Brandon Ingram looks so enthusiastic. Yeah, that's Brandon. Look at Brandon. Speaking of Brandon, look at Brandon. All right. Let me do my list because we run out of time. All right, my number 1. You had them all the way down at 6. I got Houston as the number 1 team in the Western Conference next season.
Jesus.
Here's why. Here's why. I think the same reason why I put the Bucks and the Celtics so high for the East is the reason why I got the Rockets number 1 next year. They are going to be overachieving in the regular season. They have Russell Westbrook and they have James Harden on this team. We already seen the Rockets the last 2 seasons overachieve in the regular season. And yes, almost beat the Warriors in the playoffs. I get that. You can say what you want to say about that. But I expect these 2 guys, because, Russell Westbrook doesn't play on anything but 100%. Say what you will, whether you're a fan or not. I'm not crazy about Russell Westbrook, but I'll give him his credit on that. Yes, the big question is the mesh of the 2. But I still believe that it will be enough. It's still gonna be an all-star game each time the Rockets play, regardless if it works. I think that's gonna be more of a problem playoff time, but during the regular season, the Rockets I think are gonna overachieve. They're gonna take it serious and they're gonna actually go for the first seed. So because of that, I'm going to the Rockets number 1, and that's why I have the Clippers 2, because load management is still gonna be a thing for this team and your team. So we're going to not see a full 82 of Kawhi. We're going to see about 65 of Kawhi. And the Clippers are still going to win games without Kawhi because they'll have Paul George and have those guys because, take off Kawhi and Paul George off that team still made it to the playoffs, which is a crazy fact. But I don't think they're going to be as hungry for the number 1 seed or for regular season wins and regular season stats like both of those guys in Rockets. The top, even Daryl Morey, all the way to the top. That's just how that team's built. Call me crazy. I know a lot of people still don't think the mesh is going to work. I think that's just good would be with the Houston Rockets next season. I got Denver at 3. I got the Lakers at 4. Golden State at 5. Utah at 6. Portland at 7. This was hard for me. 7 through 9 is what was hard for me. Even 10.
Yeah.
This is where it got hard.
I was there.
Yeah. Because
5-10 minutes ago.
I don't think – I have San Antonio at 9, but I really don't think San Antonio is going to miss the playoffs again.
They did.
Not again, excuse me, ever. They're not going to miss the playoffs, excuse me. Because I love DeJounte Murray. And I think that as great as Derek White was, Pop is going to figure out a way to get everyone to work well with each other. But for now, I'm going to keep them out of the playoffs and put them at 9. Because I think if Alvin Gentry gets what he wants out of the Pelicans, Zion only giving 15 points per game, 13 even, the way that team is built, I think that regular season wise, they're gonna win enough games to get the 8th seed. Now, what they do with the 8th seed in the playoffs, that's a question they're still young. And like you said, we still have to hope that Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball are healthy.
Playing.
Exactly. But I'm going off of they're right now they're healthy. They're going to be playing, so I'm going to go off of that, and I'll give them the 8th seed. But I think the San Antonio Spurs are probably still going to make the playoffs again. And then I got Portland at 7. I gave them the biggest benefit of the doubt because let's face it, they finished 3rd, and the team only got better in the draft. But my problem is that team, did they get better enough to be better than Utah, Golden State, Los Angeles, or even Denver? So that's why I had to drop
even the Warriors.
7. That's why I said Golden State.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. I even have Golden State over the Jazz, which a lot of people don't. I still think I don't think the Golden State. I mean, yes, they lost Kevin Durant, but we're gonna see where we got a Draymond Green on contract year. People don't understand the importance of contract year to these players. That Draymond Green is going to look the best he's looked in a long time.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we're going to have a Steph Curry, and I don't care what anyone says. I think D'Angelo Russell and Steph Curry is going to be a fun-ass combination. It is going to – I know people want to take the whole D'Angelo Russell's not mature. Man, people going to forget that they said that when they are going to be fun to watch together. Defensively is going to be the issue.
Oh my God.
I know, exactly. That's what's going to turn into. Defensively is going to be the issue at least in the backcourt.
Yeah.
But I think with the way that team plays, the team defense, I think that might get disguised a little bit. But
the sleeper pickup is Willie too.
Oh God, people don't even realize that he is their starting center, and that is a beautiful pickup for that team. Anyways, yeah. So I got Portland at 7, New Orleans at 8, San Antonio 9, Sacramento 10, Dallas 11. 12, I'm going Minnesota. No, yeah, it's still Karl Anthony Towns. I got you. 12 1 Minnesota. 13, I'm gonna go Memphis. 14, Phoenix. 15, OKC.
Why are you hating on Dallas so much?
It's not a hate. I just don't think that they're better than Sacramento, San Antonio, New Orleans, or Portland. I think they got a great combination with the two guys that they got. I do not expect KP to stay healthy. I know I gave the benefit of doubt to Lonzo and Brandon Ingram, but the only difference between them and Kristaps Porzingis is I've seen Kristaps Porzingis firsthand for 3 years. I find it very hard to believe that it's going to happen. And outside of those two guys, what else is going on over there? I know they brought in Julian Wright. I know they brought in Seth Curry. Wait. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just don't feel I don't like them better than Sacramento. I don't like them better than San Antonio. I don't like them better than New Orleans. And also I'm just banking on it because I would like their draft pick. Oh no, we don't have 20. We have 21. Anyways, but yeah, that's my West. That's my West.
Okay.
And again, these are early projections.
Way
too early projections, guys. Way too early projections. Shout out to the 60 people still in the chat, by the way. I see you guys. Now let me read the chat. Let me read this chat. Oh, you guys look. You guys can see it. Look, I know you guys see everything. Look, just one more time before I go.
Inception.
Before I go, Brandon.
Mm.
See his name right there.
Okay.
It's in the red too. I'm just glad that I can root for Lonzo Ball guilt free now. That's why I press every screen except for.
Done with you. I'm done. Done. Sick of you.
For the people who are listening to the audio version, I am zooming in on Lonzo Ball, his face.
This is my so-called best friend, and he continues to troll me every time he has the opportunity. Why? Don't know. Does your best friend do that?
You good? You good? You got it out?
No. No. Not.
Oh man! All right. There's 82 games, not 75. Facts, but it's also the West Coast. All of these teams missing their star player are still good basketball teams. Every single one of these teams in the Western Conference. Every single one of these teams. That same Pelicans team, even if Lonzo doesn't play, Frank Jackson's going to come up. I mean, might not be the same level, but he's going to come up there and he's going to step in and he's going to play well. And if not, then they just bump Drew at the 1 again. In the meantime, San Antonio, the same thing. They got depth. Portland got depth. You know what I'm saying? I think Portland might hurt a little bit if, say, Damian Lillard gets hurt. But a lot of these teams, man, people fall out. They'll be like, let's keep it pushing. We're good. But
CJ is becoming a complete player too. I wonder if he's gonna do that again this year.
I like CJ McCullough.
Yeah,
he could be a Knick. I don't know how he would do that, but he could be a Knick. All right, let me go back and see what you guys were saying. KP gonna be tired after 2 months. I ain't worried about the Mavs. Nick Dreezy. We'll see, man. I'm not disagreeing, man. Everyone was going to Pig Zingis. Everyone was going in on KP. Minnesota signed Wiggins to the worst deal in a long time. They suck ass. I think for many reasons outside of Wiggins, but yeah, he's probably one of the bigger reasons. Brandon is going bananas. Yep. Allow Wise, yo, you cut your hair? I did cut my hair. It's gone. It looks a lot better, but I'm wearing a hat, so I'm not gonna take my hat off. But yeah, cut my hair. Who couldn't see Alonzo? Yo, CK, what up, man? What's good? Hey, look at Carter. Shout out to Payback Carter. I see you, my guy. What's good, man? What's good? Thank you for coming through, bro. Nick's tape saying Knicks 35 to 40 wins. I think that's realistic. I got him at 30. I got him at 36 for right now, just because I don't want to curse anything. Spurs at 9. CK, I don't know. I think they have a lot to prove this year. I do too, which is why I'm saying that I would not be surprised if they got as high as 6. But for right now, I'm putting them at 9, just for what I'm seeing. Fact, CK, let D'Lo run point and just let Curry come off screens. So I'm telling that, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if Klay Thompson be like, "Yo, let me play some 3," because it's not like he can't guard threes. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So like, I don't know, man. Warriors, they're still gonna be scary. Knicks will win more than 50 games. Scott. Stay off the weed. No, I mean, look, I hope so, but I don't know. I'm trying to be realistic here. Knicks will win 20 games and get Anthony Edwards. I know Anthony Edwards is supposed to be, so everyone's loving Anthony Edwards, but I'm cool with us getting in the lottery, getting picked like 13, and bringing in LaMelo Ball and trading away Dennis Smith Jr. Let's get it. Don't sleep on the Suns, CK. They finally have a PG. You know what? True, but the thing is, I like what Memphis did around Ja Morant better than Phoenix. So, and I don't think Phoenix is better than Minnesota and any of those boys that I put ahead of them. So it's just they might have more wins, but still be the 14th seed in the West. That's just the sad story of the Western Conference. But yeah, I agree.
Read it.
Which one?
Lakers
need to promote Alex Caruso.
Read it.
To what, starter point guard?
I'm a stand.
I like Alex Caruso, man. There's a underground Knicks group fan group that were talking about stealing Alex Caruso before Elfrid Payton and all that stuff. We were like, it was me, Terry from Terry and Trey, they're Knicks fans. A lot of us were like, yo, man, Alex Caruso's still on the board. The Lakers over here looking like they waiting too long. But yeah, he is a Laker. That would have been so funny. Oh my God, that would have been so funny if we got him. Oh man.
No.
Andy, no, DSJ has grown. Oh, miss me with the DSJ stuff. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No disrespect, Andy. You know you're my guy, but you miss me with the I need to see it. The way people feel about Frank Ntilikina is how I feel about Dennis Smith Jr. He is athletic, but you know who else was athletic? Steve Francis. What happened with Steve Francis in his career? You could say injuries, but a lot of it was mental as well with Steve Francis. I'm sorry. I'm praying for a good version. His cranium is the worst part of his game, and that is a bad thing. Anyways, I'm sorry. This is not Bash Dance Jr. hour. And then this dude too, like man, we went. But Brandon was there, man. We went and we saw Frank Ntilikina. We saw Damian Dotson. We saw Dennis Smith Jr. Damian Dotson was the nicest dude when he saw us showing him love. Frank Ntilikina showed us love too. This fool Dennis Smith Jr. was arm length away from where we were, and he acted like he couldn't hear nothing. They were all like, Dennis, man. People were like, Dennis, man, I'm looking forward to big things. Dennis, he acting like he couldn't hear none of us. So it's just like I'm just not a fan of just him all around. I hope for the best. Whatever.
Literally dapped up Flavor Flav and kept going and didn't he didn't hear anything.
And meanwhile, we were in higher seats and we said whole team, and Damian Dotson was like, "What's good, y'all? Come on, like get out of here." Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm low on Frank, and I'm low on Dennis Smith Jr. So, like I said, how a lot of y'all feel about Frank Ntilikina is how I feel about Dennis Smith Jr. He's seen you talking trash, CK. Look, I take it as constructive criticism. That's how I take it. Anyways, whatever. But that's it. That's our West. That's our East. We're definitely going to break that back down when we come back for season 2, when we're actually, in training camps and we're seeing where people lie, because we got the World Cup that's playing. Maybe we might do a special live during World Cup. I'm expecting us to go far. Maybe we might do one, but stay posted on that. But as of right now, we're going to go on our summer break, guys, and then we're going to come back new and improved. We got a new background that's going to be going on behind us. We got our soundboard coming in. We have to update the intro. I got to update the logo. Man, we're gonna be coming back. It's gonna be dope, man. Gaming segments. We're coming back. We're gonna have live calls every other show. It's gonna be lit, guys. We coming back, and a lot of things gonna be improved for season 2. But for everybody that been there from episode 1 of this season, the Coast to Coast, when we were going through not knowing what was going on, we had internet crashes, and I can't promise that might not happen again, because the internet is still unpredictable. We've had
my internet crashed too, and my face was stuck like this.
Yes, I remember that was hilarious. We've gone through so many things this season, but we figured out a lot of stuff, and it's been a lot of fun, and the show just continue to grow, and big helps to you guys, all the people that drop super chats, all the people that subscribe to not only me but subscribe to Wars World and checked him out, and even though you're a Knicks fan, you're there supporting my guy over in his videos, his streams, and like that's real love, and I appreciate all you. I don't mean to get sappy, but it means a lot, and I'm excited to keep building on what we're doing and continue and keep the show moving, and I appreciate you guys for that. But
absolutely 100%.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be we gonna have some fun though. I'm looking forward to it, but we gotta take some time off, guys. CK2K, I'm still gonna be uploading like normal, just because Coast to Coast is taking a break. I'm uploading like normal. I got video coming on Tuesday. Brandon, same thing. I'm starting
to do some 2K stuff, so don't worry, guys.
Yeah, see, so there's that. So, well, I mean, I am too, but it would be nice if you play 2K with me, even though you're over there on that trash box. But it's okay. That's fine.
We're making it. I told you, I've been putting in the virus. Okay.
All right, we'll make the move. Edgar Allan Fro. Anyways, but we'll see. But yeah, appreciate all you guys for the support as always. Brandon, you got some final words for the people as we go on our little hiatus, coast to coast?
You know, I still remember our first episode and our first like game segment was who had like I forget what the actual name
L
of
the week was the very first segment. Yes,
and we still don't know to this day who took the bigger L.
We don't know. We're gonna fine tune it and we're gonna make that a segment. We'll bring it back.
But you know, like there's been a lot of ups and downs on this stream. Yeah. Both good L's, both funny L's, and a lot of W's. Yeah. And the W's are you guys come out, you guys support, you guys, you know, give us your insight and you listen to us talk about basketball, you know.
And we love listening back to you guys. We may admit we obviously can't read every single one of y'all, but we try to get the majority. And man, it's fun stuff. We talking like we all gonna die, but no, this is the last episode. We're gonna be back. Stream gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be streaming 2K here. I'm gonna be uploading videos. Brandon gonna be just we ain't dying. Okay, it's just coast to coast. Gonna be on a little break, and we'll be back and better than ever. All right. Much love to you guys. Have a good end of your weekend. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Brandon will catch you in his video. Subscribe to Wars World. Click the I. Link in the description. You know the deal. Catch you guys in the next one. Brandon over here dropping things and falling over and stuff. No big deal.
Hey, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Much love.
Have a great summer, y'all.
Yes. Peace.